dive into the heart of Alteryx data manipulation process with our latest tutorial. Welcome back to Guide Coachings, where we unravel the mysteries behind Alteryx autofield, select and unique fields. Unique tools. Whether you are a data novice or a seasoned analyst, these tools are indispensable for you streamline your workflow, unlocking insights and transforming your data like never before. Here I have a bonus tip for you. If you are planning to move your career in data analyst role, then this course which I am running currently might be helpful for you. So you can give it a try, okay, and you can get your dream job quickly. You can join my demo classes for free on Saturdays and Sundays. Link is in the description, which will be active between 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Join us as we demystify these essential Alteryx functionalities and empower you to harness their full potential. See you there. Okay, so let's get started with three important questions in today's tutorial. So the first thing is we will start with a problem statement. So let's suppose we have our data over here. So I will go to a new sheet where I will be going to recommendation. I will take an input data, I'll drag it over here and drop it over here. Once I do it, I will select an option. So I'm selecting my Salesforce data, so I'll select it over here. Once I do that, you can see my data is loaded properly. Then I'll go to input output, I will go to browse, I'll put it over here and I will execute it. Okay, once I do it, I can see all the records. So I will go to metadata and I can see all my records over here, but I can see my 2022 records over here. But if I go to metadata, I'll show you the record first and then we'll go to the metadata. So here I have order line, order ID, order date. So order date is a date type format where we are storing the dates, and here we are storing the customer ID and production ID, and then we are adding some sales numbers. Okay, then we have quantity, discount and profit. These are the quantitative fields on which we will be doing some manipulation, some calculations. Okay, so if we check in the metadata side, we can see order line is v underscore w string. Order date is also same vw underscore string, and we can see that profit, sales and quantity, everything is into the same data type. So here we can see the name, type and size and source of the field. So I want to change these fields according to my needs. I want to do calculations on my quantitative data, that is sales quantity, profit, losses, discount. I want to do the manipulation. If I consider it as string, I cannot do, I cannot add two strings and I cannot get a result. If I want to perform a mathematical operations, at that time I need these data types to be identified as integer or double. Okay, so I need to do the conversion of the data type. Similarly, if you see on order date, I have order date. So order date has to be in a date format. If I want to see how much sales I have done in this year, so on the basis of first order date and the last order date, the minimum order date and the maximum order date, I can do n number of calculations on the basis of the date. So this format has to be in the date format. So these are the two reasons why we need a metadata to be transformed into a meaningful information. So for that we have autofill, that is our first section. Now we will talk about what is vw string. So vw is simply, as you can see onto the screen, that it is variable wide string, okay, which is a default data type which is given. Autofill will help you to change the data type automatically. Okay, it will help you to change your data automatically. So what we will do, we'll go to preparation and we'll select this auto field. Okay, I'll put it over here. As I put it over here, I will get the n number of options over here. So you can see the list of the options. I have order line, order ID, and all are checked by default. Okay, once, and I'll go to the in and out, I'll do a browse over here and I'll put it over here and I will run it. Okay, as I run it, you can see a difference now. So earlier you can see the difference, everything is into the VW string. Now we can see that order line is converted into int16, order date is converted into date, ship date is converted into date, and my discount sales converted into double. Okay, profit is converted into double. So that is the importance of data field, why data type is so important while we are working onto a huge data set. Okay, now that is the one part. Now we will quickly move on to our next part of today's tutorial, that is select, how to manage metadata using select in Alteryx. So select is again a very important tool which is available in Alteryx to manage your data. Okay, so if you see here, you have a data which is converted into this. So let's suppose I will create one more uh, data input, or I will keep this one. Okay, it is in string format. Now I want it to be converted automatically, so I will go to preparation, I will go to select option. So this is my select option available over here. I'll just drag it over here and drop it over here. Now you can see a list which is available over here. So out of this list I can do multiple operations, like I can rearrange them, I can do a data type change, I can change the data type from here, and I can remove the fields, and I can rename the fields. Okay, I don't want to if I don't want to select any particular field, I will just uncheck it and it will be not considered. If I want to change, like if I want this profit to be the first thing, okay, so I will click on this option and it will be shifted. Okay, now it is shifted onto the third location from the bottom. Okay, this is how it will be shifted to the first. Now I want order ID to be first, so I will click on order ID and I'll click on first. So order ID is done. So this is how I can rearrange my columns. That is the first thing. Then if I want to change my profit value from VW string to double, I can select that. Okay, if I want to change my sales, I will also change it to double. Okay, and so on and so forth, I can do that. Quantity also I can do, and profit, and order date, everything. If I want to change the ship date, I can rename it. Okay, so this will be ship date new. Okay, this is how I have given the name. So now I have given it, and I will add the I will go to my browse option over here. I'll put it over here and then I will run it. Okay, so now it is loading and these are the fields which I am able to see over here. Okay, so that is how I can change the data types using select option. It is basically give me a list of the options to select the things and get the details as required. Okay, that is how I can do it. Okay, now if I want to, that is the simplest way. If I wanted to change anything, I can just run it and I can get the results, and I can change the values. So that part is using select. So basically in select we need to do everything manually. We need to select every fields, but here in auto field everything will be calculated on the basis of the smartness of Alteryx. It will give the data type, so you can see that details over here, and you can get it. So if you are not satisfied with that, you can use the select option and you can change the data type from here as well. Okay, so that is the second part which we can use to change the data types. So we can rearrange, delete, or change the data type of any particular column. Okay, now moving on to our third important field or third important tool which we are going to see today is unique. So let's suppose you are working on a huge data, as we are working on our sales data, that where we have around 2000 records. Okay, so if I show you here, we have data of 2022. Now I want my data to be unique records first and duplicate records aside. So how I can do that? Again, I will go to my preparation, and over here I will select the unique option. So here I will go to unique and I'll select it, drag it and drop it over here. Okay, I will create a connection over here. Now you can see U and D, these it will give me two outcomes. Okay, so I will select all the columns I want. Okay, and it will give me two values, that is unique and duplicate records. So to get those records, I will simply go to in and out, and I will put my browse options on both. Okay, so this command will give me the records from both of the results. So if I click on this and if I run it, you can see that I will be getting the records which are unique from this data source, and I will be getting the hold on, and then I will be getting the unique records out of these Salesforce data, which will show you the what are the duplicate records present into the database of this sales data. So it is very simple. It makes the process simpler to maintain and to get what are the duplicate records and what are the unique records into your data sets too. So it will help you to manipulate, manage and clean your data, and make it processable into some other words to help you to identify what is reliable data. So the unnecessary data can be removed, and important data can be managed through this. Okay, so that's all for today, and if you have any questions, any queries or any doubts regarding topic which I have covered today, you can write me a comment and we will be discussing it into our next session. That's all for today. Thank you so much. And if you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. That's all for today. See you tomorrow.